Okay, thank you guys for letting me know that. Okay, so first of all, hi everyone and welcome to another FxEdge Power Hour. Today's April 4th, 2013. I am Marcello Ducille and this is our Power Hour session. Why do we call it the Power Hour? Because we get going at 5 p.m. We do an analysis of the markets because the markets close at 5 p.m. We find that using a 5 p.m. close gives us a higher probability of success. Having said that, let's talk about where we are right now in the markets. And I actually started with the Euro-Yen because I'm going to get right to the point here. We had a Euro-Yen trades built up, about 500 pips of a Euro-Yen trade built up here. We were looking for, hopefully for price to continue down, and even if it didn't, we didn't expect the massive move to the upside that we saw here, basically from high to low, 564 pips, closing us out for just about 100 or 150 pips of profit on this Euro-Yen as opposed to the 500 we had. And also our pound yen got closed out at break even. And it all happened because of fundamentals. Basically, the Bank of Japan is talking about easing, about a infusion of a lot of money into the market, and I believe $1.3 trillion or somewhere around there to ease, to devalue their currency. So this is what really caused this move for us. It was the impetus for this move, and so it took us out of our Euro-Yen sell and also our pound yen sell, which we were also up about 100 and something pips on that as well. Bummer, it happens, and so we move on. Right now, because of those massive moves to the upside, we did get a Euro-Yen buy signal. We're currently in that Euro-Yen buy signal. The areas of support to look for are right here. I would say right about the 123.66 area. So hopefully that's a good area for us to look at. Hopefully we won't have a lot of movement below that. Who knows? We could. But more likely than not, we're going to see a continuation to the upside. So this isn't a half bad trade. The pound yen, very same thing. We had big movement to the upside. You can see it was huge movement. We just came down past this 50 EMA, and the likelihood was that we're going to hit this 50 EMA and bounce downward and maybe play in between this 50 and this 200. That didn't happen at all. Price really just moved up considerably. I mean, guys, this is a massive 600 pip move up on the pound yen. You could not expect that. That is just unexpected. There's nothing else to say about that. Now we're at the upper portion of that range. It'll be interesting to see if we come back, if the market comes back in and really just gives us a double hit there, or if it moves up. Right now, based upon the fundamentals and what we've seen, I believe that we can possibly see a continuation to the upside, at least hitting our first take profit and then going from there on the pound yen. Hopefully it will actually be the beginning of a bigger move on the pound yen, perhaps a continuation of this up move that we had seen previously in that pound yen. So we'll wait and see what happens. It's time for a breakout. That's all I got to say. It would have been great to get in on, if this is the breakout that we're looking for. It would have been great to get in on it at the bottom here. And had you known the fundamentals, you would have gotten in on the bottom here. But if you are in that trade, you might as well buy and hold. You might as well hold on to it because it will certainly move up unless something else happens here, and you'll be able to see it with the technicals. All right, so that is the pound yen and the euro yen. I'm going to turn my attention to the dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss had adverse not adverse movement, but really just bounced off of that high that we had talked about previously. And this is that trend line to the upside. You can see it. It's right there. 9,500 was where we were. You can see that price got to 95.24. So it really did test that area. And then just fell hard. And it was actually beautiful to look at from a lower time frame how this dollar Swiss really moved down very strongly. And you can see that the overall direction we got, this SCP really hit it on. It just was a matter of, being stopped out, just by a couple of pips before price moved down. So it really didn't get us there. We should have been on the other side of that 9,500 area. Just a few more pips there. A slight adjustment on our stop loss would have had us in this trade and in a good way. we're going to work on that and maybe make an adjustment there to the dollar Swiss as well. All right, so the euro dollar, we're looking at the exact same thing, but the opposite way. And guys, this is actually, we actually saw this coming in the Tribe Forex. We saw this coming, and I'll tell you why we saw it coming. I'm actually going to show it to you on our 4-hour chart, and you'll say, ah, I see what you're talking about now. But basically on this euro dollar, guys, we had a change from red to green, too much sell pressure, so we didn't get into a buy. And you can see that, you know, price is moving up now. So we're going to probably see price. We have a nice reversal candle. Still kind of in that range. It still really hasn't broken out of that range per se, but it's a good-looking reversal candle, and so we may be able to see a breakout for the first time in a long time, maybe a retest of that 50 EMA again, and then in 200 EMA, and onward and upward, hopefully. So we'll wait and see what happens as far as that's concerned, but we are still in that ranging movement. You've got to look to other currency pairs and not so much this euro dollar to determine the overall direction of the market. It will follow in kind. It really is following that correlation with the dollar Swiss and with the other currency pairs. All right, so let's take a look at the pound dollar, same thing. Guys, remember we drew this 50-14 area as an area of support, okay? I haven't touched this thing, guys. Remember, we did this yesterday or the day before, or how many, I don't remember how many days ago we did it. But that line has been there. You can see here that we went down to 50.32, okay? And price basically bounced off that area and gave us a nice reversal candle. Once again, guys, this particular trade is still in the range. It is not. We're not in the clear yet as far as this is concerned to say, okay, we had massive big movement. Now let's look for a trend up. We are still in that range. You can see all those candles still above it. And so until we get out of that range and above those areas, we cannot consider. We're going to look for, to be honest with you, to consider the pound dollar in a buy. We're going to look for a break above that 50 EMA and a close above that 50 EMA. And we're about 120 pips away from that. Okay. Is everyone getting me now, by the way? Just want to make sure that you're all getting me. Okay, great. All right, so that is our euro dollar, dollar Swiss, pound dollar. Once again, on the pound yen, we have these trades open at 146.80, stop loss at 144.65. Take profit is currently at 147.72. So, you know, we're looking for a little less than 100 pips of profit on the pound yen. Euro yen entry 124.64, stop loss 121.91, and take profit is at 127.27. Okay, so we're looking for quite a bit more on that, about 260 pips. Hit its first take profit on the euro yen. And so let's take a look at our 4-hour trades here. 4-hour trade. So we had a nice 3-bar IBO, followed by a nice breakout on the IBO to the sell side. And it did. It moved down very nicely. 23 pips down to 70 pips, maximum favorable excursion. Hits its first take profit. Second position, unfortunately, moves to break even. It's a part of the game. That's what happens. But it was a nice first position trade. And now you can see here that we're actually forming a IBO. So it looks like an IBO may form. We'll have to wait until 9 o'clock Eastern time to really know if it does. It will form that IBO, and then we'll be looking for potentially a push down inside this range and then a break to the upside if that's in line. Now, let's talk about, so we've talked about the IBO. There's no IBO rev here. There's no reversal opportunity here, so there's no IBO rev. Okay, so having said that, now we're looking at the FxEdge Quattro, and with the FxEdge Quattro, things are just much more clear for us. We can see things more clearly here, and I like this chart very, very much. I've been using it in my analysis, and it just has held true. It's just been an amazing chart to use, and this is what I was talking about, what we used in Tribe Forex in the last few days in our trading. As you can see, we've had, you know, breaks above and false breakouts back inside, breakout to the low side, false breakout back inside, push to the upside, push back down inside of our trend line here, inside of this pennant, a push down, a false break to the downside, hits the lower trend, and this is what I'm talking about. This is actually where we get in. Okay, we get in on this trade. Basically, guys, price went right down to this channel low. Okay, so we have this channel low set at about 127.40. Price goes down. I'm sorry. Our channel low, you can see it here. It says trend line 127.34. 127.34. We went down to, and you can see this candle goes down to 127.46. Okay, so it comes within 12 pips of it, forms a nice, beautiful reversal candle, and then just takes off to the upside and begins to move off. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the FxEdge Quattro really quickly, and then I'm going to kind of get right into this trade here a little bit deeper. So we have a change from red to green, or a change from red to green here gets us into a buy trade. So you should be looking for a buy here on this. By the way, we had a change from green to red previously. That was yesterday afternoon. So those of you with the automation got into this trade, and you had a good run. It was 24 pips of risk. We had a push down of about 36 pips, and so nice move there. And then you now have a buy trade. A change from red to green gets us into a buy. It's looking for a buy. Guys, more likely than not, we're going to bounce off of 129.00 in that vicinity. And if this is a real breakout, it will continue upward. Okay, it'll continue up to this upper area here, and we'll begin to test that 131.66 area. Now, I said if it's a real breakout. We don't know yet because we've also had this happen in the past. Take a look. We had a price break out of this thing and then move up here. We finally had a close above here, and then we had a reversal candle form. This is actually a railroad tracks formation. Then we had over here a breakout with a close above again, and then it formed an evening star pattern. And then we had a breakout to the low side. It goes sideways, and it comes back in eventually, forming this railroad tracks formation here as well. So there was no real sizable move. If this is a real move, we will absolutely see price, number one, close on the day. We're going to see more closes. We're going to see a close on this 4 hour, one or two closes at this 4 hour, and maybe a big push up. For the time being, because we do have a close up, we have to consider for the time being that price is going to move up. If we see it come to this 129.00 area and it just pushes down hard, then you know what's going on here. We'll have to wait for a confirmation for the next bar to close within, and then you'll know that you are back inside that range again. If it does bounce off this area and continues up, then we know that we now are out of our range, and we're looking for a continuation upward in the beginning of a buy trend. Okay? So I hope you got what I'm trying to say there. If you don't have it, then simply come to Tribe Forex, become part of the tribe. myfxedge.com/tribe. Come hang out with Nino and the rest of the crew, my traders, my professional traders, and also all the individuals like you. They're guys who are making money, who have never made money before in this market, and never as discretionary traders. So this is definitely a good place to be, and so I want you guys to actually become a part of it. myfxedge.com/tribe. All right, so I've basically covered all of that. Let's take a look at our triple threat 3X, and we'll move on from here. Actually, you know what? I wanted to just show you on a lower time frame so you can really get an idea of this. What happened here? So I'm going to go to a lower time frame, go to the 1 hour, so you can see what I'm talking about, what happened. This price hit this point, a nice railroad tracks formation. And really, when you get down to the lowest areas, triple threat. Hold on, that was not it. Triple threat, and really had a beautiful reversal candle here, is what I took today. So down here, actually for me on my charts, I actually hit it perfectly. It was right on. And this beautiful reversal candle fell right on that area of support. You can see it right here. Price comes down, beautiful, right off the area of support, and a huge push to the upside. TP is at 50%, Dana. I'm sorry, not TP, but the move to break even is at 50%. All right, so let me continue on. I'm going to actually go to our triple threat 3X, which has not had a trade. So we've got no trade on the triple threat 3X. It's just hanging out. It's being really quiet recently. We'll wait for an opportunity. Guys, when we get in a trend, this thing is going to just, you're going to see it's going to blow up. All right, here's our ATR Sniper. What's going on in the ATR Sniper? Basically, guys, we had a sell trade. All right, so we had a sell trade on this ATR Sniper. You can see that got blown out. But then we get right back into it. We got this beautiful buy opportunity here. And we're in on the buy right now. Okay, and that's got about 30 pips of risk. We've already hit our first take profit. Made some profit here. And second position is currently up 84 pips. We had a maximum favorable excursion of 103 pips. So we have really had a good ATR Sniper day. As far, well, it's turning into an ATR Sniper day. If the market continues to rise, this ATR Sniper trade can sit in the market for a long time. We're already at break even. We've got no more risk, and hopefully it can ride up with the markets and do pretty well. So that's what we're hoping for. And that pretty much sums it up. That's everything that we've got. Today's Thursday, so you're not going to see me tomorrow. I will be back here next Monday, as I always am, Monday through Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, so that we can go ahead and do this again. Hopefully we'll be talking about some favorable trades that we've gotten into. If you're not a part of Tribe Forex, guys, go to myfxedge.com/tribe and become a part of this, because it is absolutely revolutionary what we're doing. Some affiliates of mine, some people that I know, they're telling me that they've never seen anything like it. We have a community of traders. It's an elite community of traders who are part of this group, who are using the automation and who are using the live trading as a hybrid methodology. For those people who can't make it, can't be there all the time, they're using the automation. And for the guys who love to get their hands dirty, they're in that trade room and they're really putting it all together. So get in there, be a part of us, because this is going to be, I think, my crowning jewel. And it is so far. All the best. I'll talk to you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.